Hey guys, welcome back. It has been such a long time since I've been able to sit down and film a video for you guys. I want to say it's been almost a full 3 weeks, so I'm so sorry. I have missed you so much and I've missed filming a lot. And honestly, just like looking at and enjoying my plants, I feel like I haven't even looked at them in a couple of weeks. So that's what I want to do with you today. I just want to look at some pretty new growth, and that's it. That's all I want to do today. We have got a lot of like sad growth as well, if we can call it growth. We could call it some death, I guess. We've had a few deaths in the family here, plant deaths to be specific. No puppy deaths or human deaths, knock on wood. We're all doing okay, but we've definitely had a couple of plant deaths. At least potential deaths for sure. So we will look at that in another video, but today I just want to focus on the positives. So that's what we're going to do. So let's just go ahead and get started, shall we? Can you tell it's been a while since I filmed? Wow. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Now, okay, before I show you any of these plants, a quick disclaimer, they all need to be watered and fed. So if they all look a little bit droopy and sad, that's why. We'll get to that again in another video, but I want to show you this one here. This guy's new leaf is so pretty. So this is my Anthurium Rakin's cross luxurians. Yes, I got this from Salad Beard Farms, and look at how beautiful. So this is the new leaf here. Hopefully you can see that gorgeous color. What color is that now? It's almost like a bronzy, chocolatey color with like a hint of red. So pretty. I can't really tell if you can see this, but hopefully you can. So gorgeous. And I just love the texture on these leaves and how glossy they are when they first come out too. Like, look at that shine. Ooh, so pretty. And then let me try and show you the back of the leaf here. How am I gonna do this? There we go. Do you see that veination? Oh, it's so pretty. Need to like cover my face so I don't focus on the wrong thing, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So I have just been loving this leaf. We do also have an inflorescence that's popped out right here. See that little guy? That hasn't done anything, but I also didn't attempt to make him do anything, so that's fine. I do have one sad update that I will give you in this video because why not? We'll talk about it, but it's not a huge deal. It's just a little sad. So anywho, this is our first leaf. Again, this was the Anthurium Rakin's cross luxurians. Gorgeous. I love that leaf color. Oh my God. And do you see that like red margin along the edge? It's very thin line. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Okay, let's move on to the next leaf. Please don't fall over. I don't even know which leaf I want to show you next. Oh, I'll show you this one actually. Now this leaf has some damage from when it tried to come out, which I am just shocked that the leaf came out at all, because this was a top cut. Oh, I need the saucer. Dripping way too much. This is one plant I did toss some water on, literally just like from my water bottle. So we've got water coming out here and a lot of hair. Why is there so much hair? It's like my hair. So this leaf, like I was saying, was a top cut, and we took the cuttings together. I want to say in a past video, if I can find it, I will link it somewhere up here for you to see, but I was honestly shocked that this leaf unfurled at all, because usually when I take a top cut and the like portion that is going to become a leaf has not like fully developed yet, it usually just kind of like squishes up and dies, but this one held on for dear life and actually popped out the leaf. So this is my Philodendron plowmanii, one of the cuttings. I want to say I do have a couple other cuttings, but there's no telling how they're doing, so we'll just have to wait and see on that. But this was the top cut, and she's actually doing pretty well. As you can see, we did get stuck coming out, or unfurling. Unfurling? Yeah, there we go. It got caught unfurling, trying to get out of here. I think this is where I kind of helped it actually, because it seemed like it wanted to unfurl, but it just wasn't happening. So I gave it some help, and you know, that usually happens when you do that. God, there's so much hair on here. What the hell? But yeah, I'm just so happy that this guy popped open. And again, I love how glossy this is. And the kind of like hallmark, at least for me, of a Philodendron plowmanii is the roughly petiole. And this guy does have like kind of the beginning stages of that roughly petiole. Hopefully you can see that there. Those little ruffles there. But yeah, she's looking beautiful. And look at the back of the leaf too. Hold on. Ooh. I'm risking the biz here. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. And there is like a little teeny tiny growth point here. It's not doing anything yet. That growth point has been here for quite some time. There it is, rather. So yeah, we'll see how long it takes for this next leaf to pop out, but I'm just so glad that this one is hanging on and that it popped out at all. That was honestly shocking. So yeah, did I say what this was? I think so. Philodendron plowmanii. Oh my gosh, I'm very rusty, you guys. Okay, guys, so I just actually, full disclosure, I just went around and, you know, looked at which plants I actually gonna want to show you next, because I did not do that first. Like I said, very rusty. And holy cow, there are some pretty new leaves to show you, and I'm really excited actually. So, okay, the first one I want to show you, I am just kind of in awe at how gorgeous she is. So this next one is my Anthurium warocqueanum, or the Queen Anthurium, and this, is that right? Wait, is it? Yeah, this is her newest leaf right here. Are we seeing that veination? Oh, my goodness. Now, it's not the biggest leaf that she has, you know. This one's definitely quite a bit larger. That leaf is a couple leaves back, it looks like. But, oh my God, that veination is just so pretty. It does look like there's something happening here. I don't know what that is. Let's see if I can get you up in there to see. Do you see what I'm talking about there? With that kind of like white stuff there? What is that? I'm trying not to touch it too much, but isn't that just beautiful? Oh, my goodness. And then, what's the second oldest leaf? I don't really know. It almost looks like it's trying to branch off into a secondary little plant. I don't know. What do you think? Look at the base of that. So there's like this leaf and this leaf growing out of this little side of the chunk, and then it looks like there's a separate side of it. Am I crazy? I mean, I totally could be, but wow. So gorgeous. Let me just show you this one more time, and then we'll move on to the next one. So beautiful. Now, she does have an ugly leaf, but I'm gonna wait and show you that for another video. And we'll go over the sad stuff, but we're focusing on positives today. Look at that. And look at the cute little lobes on top. Oh my God. I love it so much. Beautiful. Anthurium warocqueanum, or the Queen Anthurium. Definitely a little bit more of a tricky Anthurium, if you ask me. I do have another much more tricky Anthurium, at least for me. Again, we will go over that one in another video on a later day here, but this one is actually not too terrible. And I have a feeling if you were to get a warocqueanum or Queen Anthurium as like a more mature plant, I got this as a seedling from Equigenera, and yeah, I feel like if you were to get this as a more like substantially grown mature plant, you'd have an even easier time with it than I have. Because yeah, it's not like the most difficult, but definitely not the easiest. So I have a couple other Anthurium here that have been a bit easier, but honestly, I don't think any have been quite as easy as that very first one that I showed you, the Radican's Luxurian Cross. I think just due to it being a hybrid, it's a really tough plant. But okay, let's go on to the next one here. What do I want to show you next? Let's do this one. This is really cool, and oh my, she is very light. Still in the peat moss from when I got it, but this is my Alocasia, what are you? Alocasia Dewey's reversa, I'm pretty sure. But look at these leaves, they are so pretty, and you can tell which one is the new one when I kind of get you up in there because it's the shiny one. Look at that. So, so pretty. Oh my gosh. So these leaves are just like so dark. They almost look like a slate gray when they're hardened off, but when they are a little bit fresher, I don't know, I almost feel like you can see the green a little bit better when it's, you know, a brand new leaf and still floppy and shiny. So that's kind of cool. And then if I turn it around here, you can see hopefully the dark purple back of the leaf. It's like a really dark purple. It's so pretty. And then you can see that like lime green outline. Ooh, hopefully. But yeah, you can see that like lime green outline from the front side of the leaf on the back. I feel like I said that weird, but you know what I'm talking about. So, so beautiful. Okay, and then there was another new one. This one's not like brand new, but it is so stinking cute. Look at that. This one almost has some pink to it, like a cupria. Wow, that is so cute. And then we do have another new one here. This guy is just unfurling. Can you see that? This little guy right here. So pretty, but I'm not going to mess with him too much. And, oh, we've got a little growth point right here coming out. So that will be a new leaf very, very soon. This plant is just so stinking cute, and it's been really easy. I haven't had like any leaf drop or anything crazy like that since bringing it home. So yeah, the Anthurium Dewey's reversa, pretty hardy. Pretty hardy, and I haven't found like any crazy spider mite infestations yet. I say yet because it's bound to happen at some point, and I'm not going to be sad when it does because I just know it's an alocasia. It's just what happens. So, but yeah, nothing crazy yet. And I did find this at my local grocery store. So, well, not my local grocery store, but a local grocery store. So if you've been on the hunt for one of these and they've been really expensive elsewhere, definitely start checking your local grocery stores, and I'm sure big box stores as well. I have not made it out to any big box stores. Ooh, hopefully you've been able to hear me this whole time. But yeah, I haven't made it out to any big box stores lately myself. I have been just working my little butt off and then just coming home and just trying to spend extra time with the dogs and just trying to not stress, even though that's like been really, really difficult. But we're not talking about that today. We are talking about positive plants. So yeah, Dewey's reversa, beautiful plant. I'm happy that it's been growing for me despite me neglecting it and all of its brethren, you know? So thanks, bud. Okay, let me show you the next plant. So this next one is another Anthurium, and it's one that I didn't even know that it had a new leaf popping out, or the fact that it was like so big already. Like, I'm pretty certain I did not know about this. But anyway, this is another Anthurium warocqueanum, but instead of just being your standard queen Anthurium, this is a warocqueanum Esmeralda. This was also purchased from Equigenera, and is it Equigenera or Equigenera? Let me know in the comments. I just need to go to their Instagram and hear them say it a few times. But yeah, so this is the Queen Esmeralda, and oh my god, look at this new leaf. It is so dark. The lack of venation I just find so beautiful, and just with it having that like main bright, not super bright, but you know, the most bright prominent vein going right down the center and then just barely, you know, reaching out from the center. I just think it's so stunning. Such a striking plant. Oh my goodness. Now, it is not nearly as big still, or yet, as it was when I first purchased this plant. When I first bought it, I was like in awe. I got it at their pop-up in Denver. I think it was their very first pop-up that they had in Denver, and it was just phenomenal. And the leaves were humongous. Like the leaf was probably like, I think it was longer than my torso. They were huge. I did lose all of those leaves, but you know, that's okay. It's come back nice and strong, at least so far, so good. And look at that. I just love how dark it is. So beautiful. And if we look at it compared to my regular queen, let me grab her. You can kind of see the difference there. So this is the Queen Esmeralda, and this is the Queen. So much more prominent venation on the Queen, and the Esmeralda is much darker and has very little prominent venation. Just gorgeous. Wow, the next two that I have lined up to show you are also Anthurium. So sorry if you're not into them, but I mean, who's not into Anthurium? They're so pretty. So this next one I have to show you, I may have shown you before, because I feel like this leaf has been doing his thing for quite a while, and it is still so dark and delicious and chocolatey. I just have to show you, even if I've already shown you before, so I'm not even sorry about it if I have. But this guy is just growing in a cup of murky water. Yep. Should definitely change that out and pot this up. Not today, definitely not today, but at some point, maybe this week, I need to do that. But this guy is a cute little, I think it's also an Anthurium Rakin's cross luxurians, but it is a cutting that one of you lovelies sent me. You know who you are, thank you so much. And it's been doing really well living in water here. And look at this leaf. How do I show this to you without getting this nasty water all over myself? Hold on. There she is. Look at that. Isn't that such a delicious color? Like, what? Oh my goodness. Just beautiful. Now, does that look the same? So the girl that sent this to me sent it to me thinking that it was a luxurians, and I was thinking that it looked like my luxurians Rakin's cross based on this leaf here, and like I think it came with another one that died off. Here's the remnants of that. But this new leaf makes me question everything. But I've also never had just like your standard Anthurium luxurians, so I don't really know at all. So let me know what you think in the comments. But as of now, I'm just going to continue to call this guy a Rakin's luxurians cross, just because I feel like that is probably what it is. And I'm happy to have a sweet little additional cutting that is just so beautiful. Oh my God. Let me see if I can show you the back of the leaf here too. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous. Now, the murky water is less gorgeous, but you know, temporary. It can change very quickly if I change it. Okay, let me grab you something else. Maybe I'll search for a non-Anthurium to show you so I can space it out between this next one that I have to show you, because I'm not going to show it to you because I'm very excited about it. It's another leaf that I like didn't even realize was growing. So we'll get to that one. But as of right now, let me just pause for a hot sec, see what I can find. I found another plant to show you that's not Anthurium. So let me show you this one here. She has popped out a new leaf, and wow, is it gorgeous? And she's already working on another leaf. So okay, this here is my Epipremnum amplyssimum aurea. So it's the yellow variegated version. Oh my god, you guys. I think this is such an underrated plant. I feel like I've said that before, and I'm gonna say it again. Definitely an underrated houseplant. So, so gorgeous. I feel like people aren't as in to yellow variegation for some reason. I feel like I've got dirt on my face. But I don't know why, because yellow variegation can be so, so beautiful. I do understand that sometimes it can make a plant maybe look almost a little sickly, but I kind of like it. I don't know. At least I love it on this plant here, especially because it kind of fades to like a limey green rather than staying like a true yellow. So anyway, let me show you this new leaf here. Where are you? This one here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And this does come out, I want to say, with like that Polaroid style variegation where you can't really tell exactly where or how the variegation is going to be showing up until it hardens off a little bit more. I could be wrong about that, but I feel like that's what this one does. Clearly, I have not been paying attention to my plants. So, you know, I need to get back into that. I haven't really been paying attention to anything except for work and the dogs, and nothing on myself or my plants. So that's gotta change. Yeah, it's gonna change. But yeah, I'm so happy this new leaf has popped out. I'm just happy this guy is living at all, because I feel like last I checked, he's in major need of a repot. Maybe not major, but definitely could use a repot. Those pretty roots. They do look really good, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, this guy is just like the perfect sitting on a shelf plant, you know? Like, it's meant to just go in one direction. Like, that's what it looks like to me anyway. Like, perfect. Underrated. Very underrated. Maybe I need to do another underrated houseplants video soon, because I feel like I've only been seeing the same plants talked about over and over and over and over again lately, which is fine because they're beautiful. It's well deserved, but I don't know. I just feel like we need to call out some new plants, or some different plants rather. They're not like new necessarily. I think they've been around for a while, but you know, kind of some fresher plant stock to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, maybe I'll do that again soon. Let me know what videos you want to see from me soon. I have been not only stunted for time, but also stunted for, am I even saying that right? But you know what I'm saying. But I just haven't been having any creative flow happening. Like, the creativity has just been like blocked, like straight up halted. And yeah, I need some inspiration. I've been watching way more plant videos again lately. I kind of stopped for a while, and I just kind of felt like everyone was saying the same thing over and over and over again. And I've been getting like a lot back into it lately. God, I can't even speak right now. But yeah, I've been getting more into that lately, loving plant videos again, and I've just been feeling a little bit more inspired. So yeah, definitely let me know what you guys are interested in hearing about or seeing from me, and I can try and make some of that stuff happen. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm not done with this video yet. I don't know why I'm like talking like I'm done. I'm not. We have another plant to talk about. Rusty. Okay. Oh, you're so pretty. So this next one, so pretty, you guys. Okay, so this one is one of my children, if you will. Don't be offended, Luna. This guy is one of my Anthurium Silver Blush Crossed Forgetii White Stripes. It's such a mouthful, but let's just call it Anthurium Silver Blush Cross Forgetii. And she has been doing so well. Look at her. She has like this little hint of pink at the top of the sinus here. I don't know if you can tell. Hopefully you can, but maybe if I put the flash on. Can you tell what I'm talking about there with like that little hint of pink just right here? Oh, it's so beautiful. I just can't believe how well some of these guys are doing. Honestly, they're all doing pretty well. Like some of them are a little bit worse for wear, once again, because I have not been paying attention to any of my plants. But despite that, some of them, like this little guy, are just killing it. Like, look at that. Yeah, we've got a yellowing leaf or two. Well, we're not looking at that right now. But look at this guy. Oh my goodness gracious. Ugh, look at the back of it even. Even the back is pretty. And even like the back, what am I trying to say? The petiole right here has like a little hint of pink at the top too that kind of carries through that top of the sinus. Oh my God. Gorgeous. Oof. Okay, one more little look-see. And do we see how sparkly? Hold on. How do I show you the sparkle? I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but hopefully you can. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. I'll show you the one sad thing, okay? The only sad thing I'm gonna show you in this video, I swear. So, oh. Okay, all right, listen, this is kind of a bummer. We've got this dead inflorescence. This is my Anthurium Rakin. So, yeah, our first attempt at pollinating this guy, or self-pollinating this guy, has failed, but that's okay. I'm not losing hope. There is another big chunky inflorescence hiding back here, hiding right behind this newest leaf here, which is quite long and beautiful. Let me show you that. So with some not so good news, we have this beautiful, beautiful leaf, which I'm elated with. But yeah, looks like this guy is just starting to go into its pollen stage with this inflorescence here. There is not another inflorescence that is going to be like able to accept the pollen. So I think I am going to try to preserve this somehow. I'm going to have to do some Googling on that, or some YouTubing or something. I'm sure there are some videos on it. And yeah, see what I can find. But yeah, other than that, this guy has been doing really, really well. This is such a tough plant, you guys. Like, holy crapoly. Look at that. So pretty. So yeah, that is the one kind of bummer piece of news, just that pollination attempt did not take, but that's okay because there's gonna be plenty of other chances, and I know that it can be done, obviously, because it has been done. So it was just something about maybe what I did, maybe the timing, I'm not totally sure, but something did not like it, and you know, that's all right. It is what it is, right? So we'll try again next time we have the opportunity. So I'll put this big ol' Philodendron back up in his home. He's so big. Whew. Ignore any yellow leaves you see behind me. We'll talk about it later. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me on this video and checking out some pretty leaves that I didn't even know existed yet. So I'm glad I did this video. Made me feel a little bit better about my collection because I have not been feeling super great about any of them lately. They've just been looking real sad. So, and we'll talk about the, you know, the sad parts of the plants in another video. Yeah, we're gonna keep it light today. So I think that's all I've got to show you as far as beautiful new leaves, but I think those were some heavy hitters. So I'm really happy about that. Once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next video.